With less than 2 months until the start of the Women's Rugby World Cup, England enlisted the help of the Royal Navy to prepare them for their bid to become champions for the first time in 20 years.
We've been on a military base. We've just finished the assault course. We've been split into 4 different groups. I think potentially dependent on different types of characters and leaders and things like that. So it's been quite interesting to work with different people. We've just finished the assault course, which was, pretty tough. Got us wet, muddy. It's the state of me now, but really good fun. Kind of developing our communication, our teamwork, and all of that bit. Really, it's been really good fun.
The whole thing I thought was quite hard, but the hardest part of it had to be, if I'm honest, getting through the last bit, which is a cargo net, and you had to basically go through water and keep your head out of the water, keep the equipment out of the water. Well, it's quite a challenge, and then get through and then sprint to the end. So it was a little bit knackering, if I'm honest, but I'm just pleased that we actually did well. We came second, so I'm a happy team member. But yeah, it was good.
We're very fortunate that we've got a week every month leading up to the World Cup, which is the most amount of time England have ever had together. And having opportunities like this is really good away from the field to build us together as a team, which is really important going into a tournament like the World Cup.
This is our second World Cup camp. First World Cup camp was more of a review and analysis of the Six Nations, because obviously that was quite a big period for us. But actually now we're starting to build up to start working towards the actual World Cup and what things we need to do and how we can make our team better, coming into the World Cup. And we're very fortunate. The last World Cup we didn't have that much time together, and actually now we've got lots of time together, which is going to be quite key. So we can learn how to play with each other, under pressure, but also identify the teams that we're going to play against in the pool matches as well. So I think coming into the World Cup, I think we'll be the best prepared that we have ever been.
England suffered mixed fortunes at the start of the season, beginning with a shock defeat to the World Cup hosts.
We started off Six Nations playing against France, and we unfortunately lost. And that was the biggest challenge of our whole entire campaign, really, to know that we've lost, but also to get over it and actually continue on. We still can win this tournament. It's just going to be a little bit more challenging. Our games after that improved significantly. We learned a lot more about the things we need to work on, and I think we got better as a team. From the Six Nations, we've come away now. I think we are still identifying areas to improve on, but we still need to do our homework, still need to do our research, because other teams are getting better. So Six Nations was really key for us, just to have that opportunity to play well as a team and learn from each other.
Many of England's star players were returning from injury for the Six Nations, some more smoothly than others.
So I left my job in November so that I could concentrate on my training, and had some fantastic flowers given to me. As any good florist, I decided to cut the ends off the flowers with some big scissors and then knock them off the side, and they stabbed into my foot and severed the tendon to my big toe. So I ended up going from literally just being back on the field to in the operating theatre for a flower injury, which was quite disappointing, but I've come back fitter, stronger from it, and I'm not going to arrange flowers anymore.
It's not just flowers that can upset the English. The black ferns have been a problem too.
It used to be you meet the Black Ferns in the World Cup final and it was like, oh, what have they been doing, what's happened, etc. And now we've got a bank of games where we've won some, they've won some, and there's been a lot that's gone on, and there's far more things that we can now draw on our experiences and things like that going into a potential game that we may play against them.
I think we've learned a lot as a team. There hasn't been many players that have left the squad since 2010, so we've definitely grown as individuals as much as a team. We're analysing teams a lot better now because of the access we have to the video footage. The analysis team, we've got a fantastic, and they're providing the footage of the players, so we can really get down to the nitty-gritty of not only them but also our own performances and how we can learn from the mistakes that we're making and also the positives that we're doing.